In this week's retro pop culture news, Plastic Man is getting his very own live action movie. Also, Peter Dinklage, he has a new Toxic Avenger movie that's coming out. And we have a lot more news to talk about, so don't turn that dial. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your number one source for retro pop culture and news. To start off the news for the week, it's been reported that the new Plastic Man movie that was first announced in 2018, it has a new writer and a new stretchy twist, with the Hollywood Reporter saying that there's going to be a female-centric Plastic Man movie being made. Warner Brothers has hired an up-and-comer named Kat Vasco, and she's going to be writing the script for this new movie that is going to feature a female lead. And right now it's not really clear whether the DC hero is going to be portrayed as a man or a woman. It's really possible that Plastic Man just might not be told in the perspective of that stretchy hero himself. We have movies like Beetlejuice, Terminator, Predator. There's been plenty of films over the years that were huge successes that the title character wasn't necessarily the protagonist, so it's certainly possible. I think there's a lot of different ways that DC could bring Plastic Man to the big screen, but my gut feeling is that Warner Brothers will not gender swap the character when Plastic Man has never once been a woman in the comics. It seems a lot more likely that he's going to be playing a supporting character in his own movie with a female character in the leading role. Plus, it would be a huge slap to the face for the fan base that have followed Plastic Man over all these years if Plastic Man first appears in his first introduction on the big screen with a gender swap. Not good. But that's just my thoughts on this, but let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. And then in some other superhero news, Peter Dinklage has been listed to be the star in a new Toxic Avenger movie. This news comes to us from Deadline.com, but they did not mention if Dinklage is going to be playing the role of the Toxic Avenger or another character. Now, I would never consider Toxic Avenger as being a blockbuster movie, but it does have a huge following and they are pretty fun movies to watch. What I would like to see for this movie is if they were to have like Dinklage play the villain in the movie, I think that would be a good way to cast him. But if they do decide to cast him as Toxie himself, I'm okay with that as well. I really love watching movies that Peter Dinklage is in, and I think that this would be one that would probably be a better movie with him in it anyways. And then I have a couple more stories to go over before we get to some cool toy news. If you're a fan of the James Bond films, there are 20 movies in the franchise that you can watch free right now on YouTube or Peacock. So if you ever wanted to watch all those Bond movies or binge them, now's your chance. Also, if you really liked Steve and Joe from the original Blues Clues series, on December 4th, there was a Blues Night Before Christmas that was a Blues holiday special that you might want to check out. And then a little bit of bad news, if you haven't already heard, this is going to be the last season for DuckTales. It's been canceled. Why would you do this to us? And then in some other news, it's the holiday season, everyone, and it's time to let you guys know about retro toys that you should definitely have on your radar. There's this cool retro-style Flash Gordon family board game that's inspired by the classic motion picture that's being made by the company Plastic Meatball. This company actually has multiple Flash Gordon products in the works, but the board game is the first product that they're actually going to be releasing for the company. Plastic Meatball, I just can't get over the name of this company. And over on Amazon, you can actually grab one of those retro Tiger handhelds for right around $10 right now. If you've been waiting for these things to go on sale and you have some 80s and 90s kid friends out there, now it's time to pick one up. Then if you love Jem and the Holograms growing up, there is a limited edition, the Misfits gift set that includes Pizzazz and Roxy from the cartoon. Now this thing's limited to only 600 that are being created, so if you want one, you need to go pre-order it now. And then, the news that you've all been waiting for.
Now without lettuce.
The McRib is back again. Seriously, I don't understand why people are so impressed with that thing. I've tried it. I guess it's okay. It's like, yeah, enjoy. Finally, if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff from back in the day, I'll see you in the next video right over there. I'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.